James Todd Smith, better known as LL Cool J, is an American rapper, entrepreneur, and actor. He is known for pioneering hip-hop tracks such as I Can't Live Without My Radio, I'm Bad, The Boomin' System, Rock the Bells, and Mama Said Knock You Out, as well as romantic ballads such as I Need Love, Around the Way Girl, and Hey Lover. He has released 13 studio albums and 2 greatest hits compilations, including 2008's Exit 13, the last for his record deal with Def Jam Recordings. His latest album, Authentic, was released on April 30, 2013. He has also appeared in numerous films, including Halloween H20, 20 Years Later, and currently stars as NCIS Special Agent Sam Hanna on the CBS crime drama television series NCIS, Los Angeles. Early life: LL Cool J was born James Todd Smith on January 14, 1968, in Bay Shore, New York, to James and Andrea Smith. In March 1984, when NYU student Rick Rubin and promoter-manager Russell Simmons founded the then-independent Def Jam label, 16-a-year-old Hollis, Queens native James Todd Smith was creating demo tapes in his grandparents' home. His grandfather, a jazz saxophonist, purchased him $2,000 worth of equipment, including 2 turntables, an audio mixer and an amplifier. Smith later discussed his childhood background and rapping, stating that by the time I got that equipment, I was already a rapper. In this neighborhood, the kids grow up in rap. It's like speaking Spanish if you grow up in an all-Spanish house. I got into it when I was about 9, and since then all I wanted was to make a record and hear it on the radio. By using the mixer he had received from his grandfather, Smith produced and mixed his own demos and sent them to various record companies throughout New York City, including Simmons and Rubin's own Def Jam Recordings. Under his new stage name, LL Cool J, Smith was signed by Def Jam, which led to the release of his first official record, the 12-inch single I Need a Beat. The single was a hard-hitting, streetwise b-boy song with spare beats and ballistic rhymes. Smith later discussed his search for a label, stating I sent my demo to many different companies, but it was Def Jam where I found my home. That same year, Smith made his professional debut concert performance at Manhattan Center High School. In a later interview, LL Cool J recalled the experience, stating they pushed the lunchroom tables together and me and my DJ, Cut Creator, started playing A. As soon as it was over there were girls screaming and asking for autographs. Right then and there I said this is what I want to do. LL's debut single sold over 100,000 copies and helped establish both Def Jam as a label and Smith as a rapper. The commercial success of I Need a Beat, along with the Beastie Boys' single Rock Hard, helped lead Def Jam to a distribution deal with Columbia Records the following year. Career: Radio. Radio was released to critical acclaim, both for production innovation and LL's powerful rap. Released November 18, 1985, on Def Jam Recordings in the United States, Radio earned a significant amount of commercial success and sales for a hip-hop record at the time. Shortly after its release, the album sold over 500,000 copies in its first 5 months, eventually selling over 1 million copies by 1988, according to the Recording Industry Association of America. Radio peaked at number 6 on the top R&B hip-hop albums chart and at number 46 on the Billboard 200 albums chart. It entered the top R&B hip-hop albums chart on December 28, 1985, and remained there for 47 weeks, while also entering the pop albums chart on January 11, 1986. Radio remained on the chart for 38 weeks. By 1989, the album had earned platinum status from the Recording Industry Association of America, after earning a gold certification in the United States on April 14, 1986, with sales exceeding 1 million copies. I Can't Live Without My Radio, and Rock the Bells were singles that helped the album go platinum. It eventually reached 1,500,000 in U.S. sales. With the breakthrough success of his hit single I Need a Beat, and the radio LP, LL Cool J became one of the first hip-hop acts to achieve mainstream success, along with Kurtis Blow and Run DMC. Gigs at larger venues were offered to LL as he would join the 1986-87 Raising Hell tour, opening for Run DMC and the Beastie Boys. Another milestone of LL's popularity was his appearance on American Bandstand as the first hip-hop act on the show. The album's success also helped in contributing to Rick Rubin's credibility and repertoire as a record producer. Radio, along with Raising Hell and Licensed to Ill, would form a trilogy of New York City-based, Rubin-helmed albums that helped to diversify hip-hop. Rubin's production credit on the back cover reads "Reduced by Rick Rubin," referring to his minimalist production style, which gave the album its stripped-down and gritty sound. This style would serve as one of Rubin's production trademarks and would have a great impact on future hip-hop productions. Rubin's early hip-hop production work, before his exit from Def Jam to Los Angeles, helped solidify his legacy as a hip-hop pioneer and establish his reputation in the music industry. Breakthrough in success, LL Cool J's second album was 1987's Bigger and Deffer, which was produced by DJ Pooh. This stands as his biggest-selling career album, having sold in excess of 3 million copies in the United States alone. It spent 11 weeks at number 1 on Billboard's A&B Albums chart. It also reached number 3 on the Billboard's Pop Albums chart. The album featured the singles I'm Bad, The Revolutionary I Need Love, LL's first number 1 R&B and top 40 hit, Bristol Hotel, and Go Cut Creator Go. LL Cool J's third album was 1989's Walking with a Panther. Released in 1989, the album was a commercial success, with several charting singles. The album, however, was often criticized by the hip-hop community as being too commercial and materialistic, and for focusing too much on love ballads. According to Billboard, the album peaked at number 6 on the Billboard 200 and was LL Cool J's second number 1 R&B album, where it spent 4 weeks. While the previous album Bigger and Deffer, which was a big success, was produced by the LA Posse, Dwayne Simon was the only one left willing to work on producing Walking with a Panther. Bobcat said he wanted more money for the album after realizing how much of a success the previous album really had become, but Def Jam refused to change the contract, which made him leave Cool J. According to Bobcat, this is the reason that Walking with a Panther was met with very mixed reception at the time of its release. Continued success and career prominence. After acting in The Hard Way and Toys, LL Cool J released 14 Shots to the Dome. The album had 3 singles and guest-featured labelmates Lords of the Underground on NFA No Frontin' Allowed. The album went gold. LL Cool J starred in the House, an NBC sitcom, before releasing Mr. Smith, which went on to sell over 2 million copies. Its singles included Doin' It, and Loungin'. Another of the album's singles, Hey Lover, featured Boyz II Men sampling Michael Jackson's The Lady in My Life, which eventually became one of the first hip-hop music videos to air on VH1. The song also earned him a Grammy Award. Yet another single from the album, I Shot Ya Remix, included vocal work by Foxy Brown. In 1996, Def Jam released this Greatest Hits package, offering a good summary of Cool J's career, from the relentless minimalism of early hits such as Rock the Bells to the smooth-talking braggadocio that followed. Classic albums including Bigger and Deffer and Mama Said Knock You Out are well represented here. In 1997, he released the album Phenomenon. The singles included Phenomenon, and Father. The official second single from Phenomenon was 4, 3, 2, 1, which featured Method Man, Redman and Master P and introduced DMX and Canibus. In 2000, LL Cool J released the album GOAT, which stood for the greatest of all time. It debuted at number 1 on the Billboard album charts, and went platinum. LL Cool J thanked Canibus in the liner notes of the album, for the inspiration. LL Cool J's next album 10 from 2002, was his 9th studio, and included the singles Paradise, Love You Better, produced by Pharrell and the Neptunes, and the 2003 Jennifer Lopez duet, All I Have. The album reached platinum status. LL Cool J's 10th album The Definition was released on August 31, 2004. The album debuted at number 4 on the Billboard charts. Production came from Timbaland, Seven Aurelius, R. Kelly, and others. The lead single was the Timbaland-produced Headsprung, which peaked at number 16 on the Billboard Hot 100. The second single was the Seven Aurelius Euro-produced, Hush, which peaked at number 26 on the Billboard Hot 100. Later career and touring, LL Cool J's 11th album, Todd Smith, was released on April 11, 2006. It includes collaborations with 112, Ginuine, Joel Santana, Tierra Mari and Freeway. The first single was the Jermaine Dupri-produced Control Myself featuring Jennifer Lopez. They shot the video for Control Myself on January 2, 2006 at Sony Studios, New York. The second video, directed by Hype Williams, was Freeze featuring Life Jennings. In July 2006, LL Cool J announced details about his final album with Def Jam Recordings, the only label he has ever been signed to. The album is titled Exit 13. The album was originally scheduled to be executively produced by fellow Queens rapper 50 Cent. Exit 13 was originally slated for a fall 2006 release, however, after a 2-year delay, it was released September 9, 2008 without 50 Cent as the executive producer. Tracks that the two worked on were leaked to the internet and some of the tracks produced with 50 made it to Exit 13. LL Cool J partnered with DJ K-Slay to release a mixtape called The Return of the GOAT. It was the first mixtape of his 24-year career and includes freestyling by LL Cool J in addition to other rappers giving their renditions of his songs. A track entitled High Haters was leaked onto the internet on June 1, 2008. The song contains LL Cool J rapping over the instrumental to Mano's High Hater. He toured with Janet Jackson on her Rock With You tour, only playing in Los Angeles, Chicago, Toronto, and Kansas City. In September 2009, LL Cool J released a song about the NCIS TV series. It is a single and is available on iTunes. The new track is based on his experiences playing Special Agent Sam Hanna. This song is the musical interpretation of what I felt after meeting with NCIS agents, experienced Marines and Navy SEALs, LL Cool J said. It represents the collective energy in the room. I was so inspired I wrote the song on set. In March 2011 at South by Southwest, LL Cool J was revealed to be Z-Trip's special guest at the Red Bull The 3-Style Showcase. This marked the beginning of a creative collaboration between the rap and DJ superstars. The two took part in an interview with Carson Daly where they discussed their partnership. Both artists have promised future collaborations down the road, with LL Cool J calling the duo Organic. One early track to feature LL's talents was Z-Trip's remix of British rock act Kasabian's single Days Are Forgotten, which was named by influential DJ Zane Lowe as his hottest record in the world, and received a favourable reception in both Belgium and the United Kingdom. In January 2012, the pair released the track Super Baller as a free download to celebrate the New York Giants Super Bowl victory. The two have been touring together since 2011, with future dates planned through 2012 and beyond. Authentic. In June 2012, LL Cool J began work on his 13th studio album. Stating, "I'm going to be doing a little bit of the album on the My Connect studio, make sure that it is official." On October 6, 2012, LL Cool J drops a new single for his upcoming album titled Authentic Hip Hop called Ratchet. On November 3, 2012, LL Cool J collaborates with the Elegant and Smooth Joe and produces track masters with his second single, Take It. LL Cool J was host to the 2013 Grammy Awards on February 10. On February 8, 2013, it was announced the album title would be changed from Authentic Hip Hop to Authentic with a new release date of April 30, 2013, and a new cover. On October 16, 2013, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame announced LL Cool J as a nominee for inclusion in 2014. Acting career. While LL Cool J first appeared as a rapper in the movie Crush Groove, his first acting part was a small role in a high school football movie called Wildcats. He continued to pursue acting, landing the role of Captain Patrick Zavo in the 1992 film Toys, in which he shared the silver screen with Robin Williams. In 1995, he landed his own television sitcom, In the House. He starred as an ex-Oakland Raiders running back who finds himself in financial difficulties and is forced to rent part of his home out to a single mother and her 2 children. In 1998, he had a role in the film Halloween H20. In 1999's Deep Blue Sea, he played the wisecracking cook on a top-secret sea base besieged by genetically enhanced sharks. He received rave reviews for his role as Dwayne Gittins, an underworld boss, nicknamed God in Too Deep. Later that year, he had a starring role in Any Given Sunday, in which he played Julian Washington, the talented but selfish running back on the dysfunctional Miami Sharks. Since then, LL Cool J has appeared in a variety of films, such as the 2002 remake of Rollerball, Deliver Us from Eva, Mindhunters, and SWAT. In 2005, he returned to television in a guest starring role on the Fox medical drama House as a death row inmate felled by an unknown disease in the episode Acceptance. LL Cool J also appeared as Queen Latifah's love interest in the 2006 movie Last Holiday. He also guest-starred on 30 Rock in the 2007 episode The Source Awards as the hip-hop producer Ridiculous, who Tracy Jordan fears is going to kill him. LL Cool J appeared in Sesame Street's 39th season where he introduced the word of the day, unanimous, in episode 4169 and performing the addition expedition in episode 4172. LL Cool J is currently a series regular on the CBS police procedural NCIS, Los Angeles, a spin-off of NCIS. He portrays NCIS Special Agent Sam Hanna, an ex-Euro Navy SEAL who is fluent in Arabic and an expert on West Asian culture. The series debuted in autumn of 2009, but the characters were introduced in an April 2009 crossover episode on The Parent Show. LL Cool J appeared in a cameo role, where he is credited with being the product lead of Google's Gmail tab, an April Fool's Day joke launched by the Gmail team, purporting to bring a Morse code keyboard to the platform. Other works: LL Cool J worked behind the scenes with the mid-1980s hip-hop sportswear line troupe LL Cool J launched a clothing line. The brand produces popular urban apparel. Designs include influences from LL's lyrics and tattoos, as well as from other icons in the hip-hop community. LL Cool J has written 4 books, including 1998's I Make My Own Rules, an autobiography co-written with Karen Hunter. His second book was the children-oriented book called And the Winner Is, published in 2002. In 2006, LL Cool J and his personal trainer, Dave Scooter Honig, wrote a fitness book titled The Platinum Workout. His fourth book, LL Cool J, was co-written in 2007 with hip-hop historian Dustin Shakale and Public Enemy's Chuck D. LL Cool J started his own businesses in the music industry such as the music label in 1993 called POG and formed the company Rock the Bells to produce music. With the Rock the Bells label, he had artists such as Amith, Smokeman, Natus, Chantal Jones and Simone Starks. Rock the Bells Records was also responsible for the Deep Blue Sea soundtrack for the 1999 movie of the same name. Rufus Golawala was also signed to the label, but was released when the label folded. LL Cool J founded and launched boomdizzle.com, a record label/social networking site launched in September 2008. The website accepts music uploads from aspiring artists, primarily from the hip-hop genre, and the site's users rate songs through contests, voting, and other community events. Political involvement: in 2002, LL Cool J supported Republican Governor of New York George Pataki's bid for a third term. In 2003, LL Cool J appeared before a Senate committee hearing on P2P file sharing, voicing his support alongside the RIAA, expressing that he just wished music could be downloaded legitimately. He has also voiced his support for New York State Senator Malcolm Smith, a Democrat, during an appearance on the senator's local television show and has worked with Smith in putting on the annual Jump and Ball tournament in the rapper's childhood neighborhood of St. Albans, Queens. In a February 10, 2012 televised interview with CNN host Piers Morgan, LL Cool J expressed sympathy for President Barack Obama and described negative impressions of his leadership to Republican obstruction designed to make it look like you have a coordination problem. He was quick to add that no one should assume that I'm a Democrat either. I'm an independent, you know? In LL Cool J's Platinum 360 Diet and Lifestyle, he included Barack Obama in a list of people I admire, saying, "He accomplished what people thought was impossible." His song Mr. President on his album Exit 13 questioned the rationale for the Iraq War, and also expressed sympathy with illegal immigrants. Legacy: with the breakthrough success of his hit single I Need a Beat, and the radio LP, LL Cool J became one of the first hip-hop acts to achieve mainstream success, along with Kurtis Blow and Run DMC. Gigs at larger venues were offered to LL as he would join the 1986-87 Raising Hell tour, opening for Run DMC and the Beastie Boys. Another milestone of LL's popularity was his appearance on American Bandstand as the first hip-hop act on the show. The album's success also helped in contributing to Rick Rubin's credibility and repertoire as a record producer. Radio, along with Raising Hell and Licensed to Ill, would form a trilogy of New York City-based, Rubin-helmed albums that helped to diversify hip-hop. Rubin's production credit on the back cover reads "Reduced by Rick Rubin," referring to his minimalist production style, which gave the album its stripped-down and gritty sound. This style would serve as one of Rubin's production trademarks and would have a great impact on future hip-hop productions. Rubin's early hip-hop production work, before his exit from Def Jam to Los Angeles, helped solidify his legacy as a hip-hop pioneer and establish his reputation in the music industry. Radio's release coincided with the growing new school scene and subculture, which also marked the beginning of hip-hop's golden age, and the replacement of old-school hip-hop. This period of hip-hop was marked by the end of the disco-rap stylings of old school, which had flourished prior to the mid-80s, and the rise of a new style featuring ghetto blasters. Radio served as one of the earliest records, along with Run DMC's debut album, to combine the vocal approach of hip-hop and rapping with the musical arrangements and riffing sound of rock music, pioneering the rap-rock hybrid sound. The emerging new school scene was initially characterized by drum machine-led minimalism, often tinged with elements of rock, as well as boasts about rapping delivered in an aggressive, self-assertive style. In image as in song, the artists projected a tough, cool, street b-boy attitude. These elements contrasted sharply with the 1970s P-funk and disco-influenced outfits, live bands, synthesizers and party rhymes of acts prevalent in 1984, rendering them old school. In contrast to the lengthy, jam-like form predominant throughout early hip-hop, new school artists tended to compose shorter songs that would be more accessible and had potential for radio play, and conceived more cohesive LPs than their old school counterparts. The style typified by LL Cool J's Radio. A leading example of the new school sound is the song I Can't Live Without My Radio, a loud, defiant declaration of public loyalty to his boombox, which the New York Times described as quintessential rap in its directness, immediacy and assertion of self. It was featured in the film Crush Groove, which was based on the rise of Def Jam and new school acts such as Run DMC and the Fat Boys. The energy and hardcore delivery and musical style of rapping featured on Radio, as well as other new school recordings by artists such as Run DMC, Schoolie D, T La Rock and Steady B, proved to be influential to hip-hop acts of the golden age such as Boogie Down Productions and Public Enemy. The decline of the old-school form of hip-hop also led to the closing of Sugar Hill Records, one of the labels that helped contribute to early hip-hop and that, coincidentally, rejected LL's demo tape. As the album served as an example of an expansion of hip-hop music's artistic possibilities, its commercial success and distinct sound soon led to an increase in multiracial audiences and listeners, adding to the legacy of the album and hip-hop as well. Discography. Radio. Bigger and Deffer, Walking with a Panther, Mama Said Knock You Out, 14 Shots to the Dome Mr. Smith, Phenomenon, GOAT. 10. The Definition, Todd Smith, Exit 13, Authentic, GOAT. 2. Television and Filmography, Awards and nominations: Grammy Awards, MTV Video Music Awards, NAACP Image Awards, 1996 a Euro Best Rap Artist, for Mr. Smith, 1997 a Euro Best Rap Artist, for Mr. Smith, 2001 a Euro Outstanding Hip Hop Rap Artist, for GOAT, 2003 a Euro Outstanding Male Artist, Soul Train Music Awards, 1987 a Euro Soul Train Music Award for Best Rap Single for I Need Love, 2003 a Euro Quincy Jones Award, for Outstanding Career Achievements in the Field of Entertainment, Blockbuster Entertainment Awards, 2000. A Euro Favorite Supporting Actor, a Euro Action from Deep Blue Sea, the New York Music Awards, 15 New York Music Awards, Soul Train Awards, 10 Soul Train Awards, Billboard Awards, 1 Billboard Award, Rock the Vote Award, 1997 a Euro Patrick Lippert Award, Source Awards, 2003 a Euro Source Foundation Image Award, for his community work, Long Island Music Hall of Fame, 2007 a Euro inducted as part of the inaugural class of inductees for his contribution to Long Island's rich musical heritage, BET Hip Hop Awards, 2011 a Euro honored with the I Am Hip Hop Award for his contributions to hip hop culture. Other awards: Honorary Doctor of Arts, Northeastern University, for his contributions to hip hop culture. References. External links: official website, LL Cool J at the Internet Movie Database.